Hi folks, Puffin here with Smurfing Blue with a video about Unicopia and the Church of Judas. It's December 19th, 2021, and I just wanted to make this video to explain how these two religions relate, how they're really the same religion, but it's not some type of trick to trick you into Jesus or anything. It's just how it happened. So I kind of wanted to explain that. I'm going to do another video soon about the origins of Unicopia. Basically, Lady Gaga is a big part of it, but also just the future, Oz, the fairyland of Oz. And a time when there's no war, no money in the future is part of the origins of Unicopia. But I'll do another video about the origin of Unicopia. The Church of Judas was started by Jesus like almost 2,000 years ago. And I opened the modern Church of Judas earlier this year in February or March of this year. As far as I know, I'm still the only person in it. Can you imagine that? But, I mean, everyone's welcome. And this is just to explain how these two things, the Unicopia religion came about 2 or 3 months ago. So Church of Judas is about 11 months old, and Unicopia is about 2 or 3 months old right now. It's December 19th, 2021, so we have about 12 days left in 2021. Goodbye 2021. Good to see you go. And we have about 7 days left till Christmas. Was it 6 days left till Christmas? Or Yule, or whatever you celebrate. I think we're still in Hanukkah, possibly. Whatever we celebrate this time of year, happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas, happy Yule, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa. All religions and faiths have a winter celebration, and if I'm not aware of what they all are, happy your winter celebration. Unicopia and the Church of Judas are religions designed to bring all religions together. Unicopia does that just by being a universalist love religion. And more on that in a minute, I guess. Fairyland, fairies connect everything. Everything is fairies is one of my quotes. Church of Judas is something that Jesus designed, and again, not to trick people into Jesus. A lot of people are burned by Christianity, and rightfully so, because the Christianity that we know is like 12 different ways of getting it completely wrong from what Jesus designed. But he knew this would happen too, and that's why he put this fail-safe measure in place, the Church of Judas, which was designed by Jesus to replace all the false Christianity, which is all of it up to this point, with the real Christianity, which is the worship of Judas as well as Jesus as part of the whole process, because Jesus told Judas what to do. Don't want to get into too many details about the Church of Judas, because the reason why Unicopia exists as part of the same thing is because a lot of people have been burned by Jesus and Christianity. Even if you can only consider Jesus as love, which is a good thing to do, if you can just consider Jesus as love, a lot of people have been burned by love. I've had bad experiences of love. Either I, fall in love with somebody and it makes me a weirdo and, I can't relate to them naturally, or I stay in love with somebody who's no longer in love with me, and that makes me, sad person, lonely person. But I still believe in love. The trick to love is you want to be in love with somebody who's in love with you, and both believe in love, or all of you believe in love, however many of you are, to be in love with each other and believe in love. So more about the origins of Unicopia later. And you can see some of my other videos where I'll, again, tell you more about the Church of Judas later. Well, as far as I know, I'm the only person in the Church of Judas, but so you can find out more about it. I do have more videos about the Church of Judas. And this isn't, again, just to sell you books, but just so you know what the Church of Judas is at this point in time. This book, The Art of Betrayal by God, is the first one I wrote back in the summer of 2020. And it has some stuff about Judas in it, but the second book, the Book of Judas, is all about the Gospel of Judas. And the Gospel of Judas is what basically lets everybody know that Jesus knew that the Christian church that we have so far was going to get it all wrong and have to be replaced. And there is a Gospel of Judas that writes down what Jesus told Judas the night before they were both killed. But the Book of Judas, this one I have here, explains that. So it contains that in there, but you can look up the Gospel of Judas online and read it yourself. It's just really mysterious, And that's why I wrote this much of a book to explain it. Unicopia, as I said before, is for people who maybe you don't know anything about Jesus. Maybe you've never heard of Jesus because you're in another religion, and so none of this matters to you at all. Maybe you've been burned by love even, or maybe you do know about Jesus because you've been in some type of Christian tradition and that's burned you. That's happened to, well, really millions and billions of people. And they need help, they need healing. But also, we need healing between religions. So this is originally what Jesus and Mary Magdalene's church was designed to do, because she was from a polytheistic Canaanite religion. He was from Judaism. And at first, they couldn't be together, but their love overcame their religious differences, and they made a religion to give that to the world. You haven't really heard that side of it yet because it got corrupted. But what it will do is replace war and evil governments, evil power structures with good and democracy. So Jesus predicted 2,000 years ago that we'll end war and start democracy right about now, right about the time we start worshiping Judas. Again, as far as I know, I'm the only person who does it, only person in the church now, but everyone's welcome. Please join up, check these sources out if you want, or I'll be glad to talk to you about them in my videos, see my other videos, or in future videos, or leave comments, we can talk there. Unicopia is, as I said, a fairy religion that connects to everything, connects to all other religions because it's all existence, has fairies and spirituality within it. Unicopia is the universalist collection of all of those things into, I guess some people call it the singularity. That's very sci-fi and kind of puts people off because they don't really understand it. And I wouldn't say that it's that because they don't really understand it. But the mystical genesis of that people are kind of understanding in a techno whatever way now, or misunderstanding in a techno whatever way now, is the same thing. It's a unified state that we enter in the future. And Unicopia is a path to getting there based on the unicorn. Lady Gaga brought that out. She also brought out Judas, which is a lot of the book of Judas is explaining Lady Gaga's song Judas, or exploring Lady Gaga's song Judas. And Jesus didn't see Judas anymore is the part I turned to. The end of the Gospel of Judas. Yeah, there's the part. I couldn't love a man so purely, even prophets forgave his goofy way. Which I always heard as broken, crooked, goofy way is apparently the lyric. Sometimes you got to look these things up. So thank you for watching and sharing this video. Thank you for commenting and participating. I hope I explained it. What I'm trying to say is that there is a universalist religion. My experience has come somewhat from Christianity. I left the Christian church when I was 11 because it wasn't feminist or environmentalist or pacifist enough. But the Church of Judas is. It's all of those things. It's feminist, environmentalist, and pacifist. And it restores Jesus to this religion that's been corrupted from the lack of love. I say Jesus, but I mean love, synonymous with love. It restores love to what's intended to be a love religion. Unicopia is also a love religion. Well, it's the same thing. And just not to put anybody off with Jesus, a unicorn is friendly and rare and special and magic to everyone. But again, all religions are meant to be healed in their conflict by this new religion, this new specifically love religion that Jesus designed 2,000 years ago, but knew we weren't going to be ready to implement for a very long time. Well, now we are ready to implement it. And, the world can't wait. We need this now more than ever. And love, sweet love, here we go. So thank you for watching and sharing. Love you forever. See you soon. And have fun.